Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, this was not on our bingo card for today, but what we do know is that the Southern Charm season 11 trailer just dropped. Um Honestly, it's so funny because I feel like I'm indifferent as opposed to Jason. I thought it was a good trailer. Jason was like, "I feel like this was really boring." I guess we both have a difference of opinions, but I think that's why it's great if you guys follow us and watch us on Hot Messy Topics, whether it's on Mondays or Fridays, as long as the topics are there. But this Friday, tomorrow, the topics are there. So join us tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is 9 a.m. Pacific. But in the meantime, we have the Southern Charm season 11 trailer to get to. So before we jump in, smash the like button, show some love, and let's just jump right in. Here we go. All right, guys. So we're back to talk about Southern Charm, the season 11 trailer. And again, like I told you, when I watched it, I thought, okay, this is good. And then I was talking to Jason and I said, like, what do you think? He's like, I'm just not into it. And I respect the honest answer because at the end of the day, we have a difference of opinion on a lot of different Bravo shows. There are some shows, maybe sometimes like Below Deck, where he's into it and I'm not. And maybe sometimes like Real Housewives of whatever, where I'm into it and he's not. But on this one, clearly we have a divide. But that's not what's important here. We're going to break it down. Here we go. Now, if you guys didn't watch the trailer, you definitely need to. You can go to bravotv.com. But Craig Conover, who is now single after splitting from Paige DeSorbo, is entering season 11, embracing his freedom. Okay. Good for you, Craig Conover. In the trailer, Craig is shown torn between Sally Carson, who we have met not only on Southern Hospitality, but also Southern Charm. I think she was on one other show. I think it was like The Bachelor or something like that. I'm not sure. But this girl has made her reality TV rounds. She is like a conveyor belt of reality TV. And there's a newcomer, Charlie Mainley. So I think it's safe to say that we have a little bit of a love triangle here. Now, Craig admitted in the trailer, I'm having fun being able to kiss someone if I want to, guilt free. But Sally introduced Charlie to the cast, and Craig commented that she's cute. All right. First of all, here's my thing. One, Sally, you, and I have to say this, I'm just going to be so honest. Sally comes off like a moron because you clearly see his relationship with Paige DeSorbo, and you see where it comes off not only narcissistic, it comes off very like, I am man, you are woman. Why in the would you want to align yourself with something like that? Unless you're just like sitting there, because Craig has been very, very clear. I want a woman who wants the white picket fence, who doesn't really want to have an identity, who doesn't want to have anything to do with just her own business. I'm going to be the breadwinner. You're going to sit there and be the caretaker. That is what this is. If that's what you want, go on, Sally. But it also seems like Sally has like aligned herself with anything that is going to provide her with an opportunity. I think that Sally Carson is absolutely, especially watching this, ridiculous. And that's me being very, very kind about it. I think it's ridiculous. But we're not done. So Sally introduced Charlie to the cast, right? And Madison LaCroix is pressing Craig. And Madison is great because Madison is not only the narrator of the show, but she also has a good way of getting into the shit and just like making sure that storylines like move forward. And she's pressing him, asking if Sally's his type. And he said, I think she's beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Madison. And Madison's working in double time, by the way, guys, because During the season, not only is she pregnant with her little baby girl Teddy, who is absolutely stunning, but she also gave birth to her little baby girl Teddy, also absolutely stunning. Um, but I love the fact that the girl has work ethic like no other. Anyways, going back to it, there was a lot of tension that came from Sally learning that Charlie went on a date with Craig behind Sally's back. And she said, "You knew how I was feeling about him. And then you went on a date with him." And she was confronting Charlie, but Charlie was like, "If I want to go after Craig, I can go after Craig. Like, girl, I don't know. I don't owe you shit." This is where the trailer got interesting for me. It's when somebody who's new is coming in and they can just have their own identity. They're not just going with the fray. I had this conversation with Angie Katsunavis at BravoCon, and it was before she became like the center snowflake holder, whatever the case was, when she was brought on by Jen Shaw. And I told her, I was like, when you were brought on the first season, you had no identity and you were just absolutely boring. And it seemed like you just kind of went with the fray. But in this situation, this girl, Charlie, is not going with the fray. She doesn't give a shit. She's like, either take me or leave me. It does not matter. It is what it is. And I'm going to give you everything that I want to give you. But Sally confronted Craig over the whole love triangle situation, calling him a man child. And she said that she felt pretty overwhelmed by the entire thing. Now, we got a little bit of a snippet of Vanita Aspen, who issued a warning to Sally about Craig, saying he will walk you like a dog on a leash until he's done with you. I kind of feel bad that that is the height of what we got from Vanita Aspen on the show. But since we don't have JT, I guess that's what you get. Now, meanwhile, Austen Kroll, last season, he came on with a girlfriend, Audrey Pratt. And it seems like this season he's going back to his Peter Pan ways and being just as messy as ever. He admitted that things have not been easy with Audrey. There's speculation that they might have split, but he was also seen kissing Sally in the preview and feeling rumors that maybe things might have shifted. Hmm. As far as drama that has escalated, Southern Charm is one that you always know it's going to be the guys, the boys who have the drama. And that escalated between Austin and Craig. And Austin went after Craig saying, "You're a fucking prick." And Craig thinks that Austin hates him. And Austin said, "Yeah, I do fucking hate you. You're a lost soul. You want to be anybody but yourself." Wow. Okay. Well, if that doesn't want to make you watch, hold on. We're not done. In addition to the relationship turbulence, Madison LaCroix is also shown welcoming her daughter Teddy with her husband Brett Randall, which I think is so much fun. We have seen, and everybody has seen, whether you're watching on Amazon Live or on her social media or anywhere on the internet, Madison LaCroix is one who is just always promoting a brand, promoting a new product, promoting her own products, and people pay her a lot of money to do so. So people watch her, and she's always constantly showcasing her family life. Well, this doesn't change anything. So we have the Sally feud with Molly and Charlie. We have Madison showcasing her daughter. We have Miss Patricia, who is introduced to a new love interest, which she said, "I've heard a lot of things about you." And the guy said, "Most of them are lies." There's a lot of things that are happening, but I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Definitely let me know if you're going to be watching Southern Charm this year. That way I can know if I should be covering it. But yeah, this is going to be one for the books. Smash the like button, show some love, get subscribed, and we will see you tomorrow for Hot Messy Topics. Love you guys.